Hey, I'm Jess, and today I'm joined with the lovely Dutchie. Hi, Dutchie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so to start this podcast off, I just gotta ask the famous question from Boo. Would you rather eat a chunk of a heart or a whole eyeball?
I think the heart because I don't think the eyeball will taste good. So I choose the heart. And I don't know.
Everyone picks the heart.
Like it might taste good because it's flesh, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. So going with the same kind of format of a question, Boo also asked, would you rather have an extra toe or an extra finger?
Finger. Yeah.
Why?
Because a toe, it will be hard to walk, I think, and an extra finger, I don't know.
I feel like
Yeah, there's also an extra ring, maybe. So I wouldn't mind.
I think an extra toe would be kind of useless.
Yeah, I think you will fall over the whole time when you walk. You're like bum, and I'm really yeah, I fall a lot, so it's not a good idea.
Are you a klutz?
Yeah.
Me too.
Next level.
What's your most embarrassing moment, being a klutz?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. It's really awkward. I was in a club with friends, right?
Yeah.
And I was a little bit drunk. And I've been to the club many times before. And I felt I was popular that moment. Like I felt it. It wasn't true, of course. And I was like, oh my god, be the first one in because it was two places. The first place is where you stand to get your jacket off, things like that. And the second room was really the dance floor. But that always opened 30 minutes later. Just I don't know why. So the second door opened and I decided to run. So I've been running through the door so hard, but legit so hard. And everyone saw it, the whole club. So yeah, it was the most awkward moment ever. But the thing about me, I stand up like Beyonce, I didn't care. So yeah, that's
Josh,
it.
you're such a trooper.
But I'm really stubborn, when I have pain, you won't notice it. I don't know.
Oh, do you have a high pain tolerance?
Yeah, also, but I don't know. I always feel when you show people your pain, it makes you a little bit weak. But it's not true, I know. But how I get it, I don't
Uh,
know.
why do you think that?
I don't know. It's in my thing.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of kind of a weakness, what are you insecure about?
Oh, that's a good one. I think everyone is insecure about themselves, about the way you look, about the way people think about you. I'm insecure about I compare myself to other people. I think we're all related to that. And when you compare yourself with someone else, you always find something better in someone else. And what I learned is you always need to see your own things about where you stand out in. I don't do it. So I'm insecure about my appearance, about how people think about me, and about my ability.
Yeah, I think that's a common thing with people nowadays. Everyone's insecure about something. Usually it's appearance based. So
Hmm.
I mean, you're not alone in that. So going on with that, can you tell me the most important person in your life? who's influenced you the most? And that comes from me. I'm just asking.
That's a good question. Well, I would say both of my parents. I don't have one person because both of my parents, like, they experienced a lot and they fought for a lot of different, and they ended up both so good, so well. I mean, for me, both of my parents are like a big example in everything. So I cannot choose, honestly.
Yeah. I think parents influence people a lot. Like, it's a common thing. So Aaron wants to know, why did you join eChat Lounge?
Ooh, good one. Well, Anastasia invited me a long time ago. I think around 6 months, 7 months ago. And eChat was really small, and I left it again. And I don't know, she invited me again later, and I joined. I left it. Then I think 3 months before, she invited me again, and I joined it. So I don't know why I joined. Like,
Who would you say, like, I'm just asking this myself, but who would you consider like your ride or die on the server?
on this server,
Yeah.
it's Boo or Elle, because I don't know, when I joined, those two girls were like always there for me, and they were so nice to me. And also Ra, I need to admit it, Ra, because he's always nice to me, and like, yeah, I don't know, he always gave me attention when I was like scared to talk to people. So those three people are like my ride or die here. Yeah.
So speaking of Raw, Elle wants to know, do you miss your ex Raw? For awkward for deltas.
Well, first of all, it's not my ex. Like, I don't know, it's a little bit we have a strange relationship, I think. It's the only thing I can say about it.
Why is it strange?
I don't know, like, we're just, I don't know, we're like really good friends, that's it. But we just like to flirt, but then just like not serious, you get it? But like always really serious, and I don't know, it's really funny. I don't know. Like, we're just good friends, that's it. Nothing more.
Wow, Dutchie, you're friend zoning Raw.
I mean, Ra, I love you so much. You're the love of my life. Better?
Oh, there you go. So Elle wants to know, what is something you think everyone should know about you?
That's a really good question. Yeah, I think it's important to know that I'm just as insecure as you. Like, I know when I'm in a room, I'm there, you know, people meet me and I'm loud, but I'm also really insecure. And sometimes I also not talk and just sit. You get what I mean? Just listen. And so, yeah.
You kind of like turn into like a wallflower kind of thing.
And I'm really sensitive, like really sensitive. Like, I act sometimes a little bit tough, but that's also a mask, right? Like, also in real life, I don't know. Like, when people say things about me, like, I don't know, it gets me really insecure always. But you're not going to see it from me.
Yeah.
I show it to someone else, like maybe crying, like, he's so mean. I will never say a bitch like that, you know? Like, I will never show weakness. Yeah.
So going on to like the more like Dutch-based questions, because I know you love those. The first one comes from Anastasia, and she wants to know, if you could live in any country for the rest of your life, which one would it be and why?
That's a good one. Ooh, well, I think I'm too unexperienced to say that, because I haven't been to many countries. I have been to many countries in Europe, but not out of Europe. So I think it's a little bit hypocrite to answer the question. I do love the Netherlands. The hills amazing here, but my mother is Spanish. I have family in Spain. I have also family in Italy. So I do feel home in Europe, but then again, I've never been outside of Europe, so I don't know.
Where would you like to go?
Well, I'm saving money right now. That's why I work so much to go to Australia. I'm going to backpack for at least 3 months. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How long have you been planning that for?
Good question. I think I always liked the idea of going to Australia. But then this summer, I was thinking about life and okay, Dutchie, what do you really want to do? Because it's my last year of college. I almost have my diploma. So I was thinking like, do I want to work? No, I don't want to work. I'm 21, but I feel so young. And for me in the Netherlands, Australia is down under. It's literally the other side of the world. So yeah, I don't know. Like you're not going to Australia out of the blue. Like it's not something you can plan for like 2 days. You can go everywhere in Europe. I can go tomorrow everywhere in Europe. But and America is also really easy to go. But going to Australia, it's so far. It's like 24 hours. You know, like big. It's like 4 times Europe, right? So it's I don't know. It's yeah. I want to do it.
So this comes from me. So what are like some common like stereotypes for Dutch people, and are they true or are they false?
Okay. A stereotype is that Dutch people have blonde hair. Because if I'm being honest, the Netherlands is really open to other cultures. And we have a lot of different cultures in the Netherlands. Like I don't think there is like one Dutch person or no. So that's a really thing about Dutch people, tall and long, blonde. True, most of them. Some, of course, are blonde. And what I hear from people is that we're always rude. And yeah, we are rude, but like not mean or really rude. That's one. But,
I don't think you're rude.
oh, and of course, people always think we smoke weed. That's the typical Dutch thing, right? We're always high, you know, and begging, but that's also not true. Like, you know, I'm from Amsterdam, and what I see, what I experience, only tourist people go to the host. Like, we don't go to the red light district at all. And about smoking weed, yeah, of course. Like, I've been smoking weed also, but like, we don't do it on a daily basis. Of course not. We just have our work, our life. I do it sometimes. And yeah, there are people addicted to weed, but that's everywhere, right? Like,
Yeah.
so that's also not true about the Netherlands.
So, I'm curious. What's your favorite Dutch food?
Ja, stroopwafel. Yeah.
What?
You know stroopwafel? It's typical Dutch. It's like a waffle, but with caramel.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Have you ever made it yourself?
Sorry, what?
Have you ever made it yourself, like at home?
Oh, no, we buy it in the supermarket. I'm way too lazy for that. No.
So how many languages do you speak? And that's just for me. Like
I speak Dutch. Well, I understand Spanish almost fluently, but talking back is just really awkward because my mother is Spanish and we have a family in Spain. We have a family house even in Spain. But all the people are also speaking Dutch, so like it's cheating for me. So they do speak Spanish, but then I can talk Dutch back, so it's easy. Now I speak English, of course. I speak German. My sister-in-law is fully Italian, so she also speaks Italian, and she's learning us a little bit. And it's close to Spanish, so it's not really super hard. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, was it like difficult to learn all these languages?
It isn't difficult to learn Spanish for me because my family is in Spain. English is also well. I mean, I don't speak it perfectly, of course, but
Yeah.
we got on school. I was pregnant, things like that. It's a little bit of, that was typical American English, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Honestly, my English before Discord, it was okay, but I always had to think before saying. And because of Discord, my English is, yeah, it improved so much better so quickly. It just, yeah. So Discord really helped my English. Yeah. And German also, and Italian. Well, my sister-in-law is like 3 times at my house, so I don't speak Italian. I understand it a little bit, and she keeps talking Italian. You know, she forced me to respond.
So, going like the kind of things about like Dutch people and everything. What is the Netherlands?
What do you mean?
Um, like what's it like living there? Like,
Oh, well, I cannot compare it to any other state, right? Like, I've never been living outside of the Netherlands, but it's good. Like, my parents had it good always. I cannot complain. We never had worries about money, so that's a good thing. Like I said, we're not really Dutch. My father's side is like, my last name is Portuguese, and my grandfather is from Indonesia. Yeah, I'm a lot of things, you know. So I wasn't raised typical Dutch. I had all the benefits about living in the Netherlands, but yeah, I also been raised to love people, always being open, everyone is welcome, like so on. I don't know if that is typical Dutch, because Dutch people are really selfish in general, I have to admit. And Spanish people aren't. Like, we're like, come into my house. Can come, the door's always open.
I can totally see you being like, come into my house. Like
when I was younger, like now all my friends are, you know, studying or living together. It's fun. But when I was like 16, 17, 18 years old, like all my friends came around, always eating, drinking with my parents. Like that's how I've been raised. So yeah, it's good for me to live in the Netherlands. I love it. I love the Netherlands. Really proud to be born in Amsterdam.
yeah, I'd love to go there.
I have to go there. If you go there, we're going to drink, we're going to smoke weed. Yeah.
What is your like funniest drunk story? And that comes from like multiple people actually.
Favorite drunk story. Okay, I have to admit, guys, I'm like I'm not really into all. And the last time I'm living a healthy life, so I go to the gym a lot. I eat like most of the time. I don't eat flesh or fish or whatever. Meat. I mean, sorry, I don't eat meat.
Dutchie doesn't eat flesh.
But my drunk story. Oh, I have a good one. I was 16, and at that moment, when I was 16, you were allowed to drink in the Netherlands. Now it's 18, of course, but it was 16, right? So I was 16, and like my brother bought like a big bottle of vodka, and he was like, drink it, Dutchie, drink it. I was like, okay. And all my friends were like, okay. So we were so drunk, Jess, you don't want to know. But I had big heels. Big heels on because it was my birthday, you know, like being 16 in the Netherlands is really big, like America, I think, I don't know. So I was like, I had a guy, like I had a crush on a guy, and it became a boyfriend later, but like very later, because if you hear the story, you know. So the guy was also 16, and he lived in another place in the Netherlands. And I said to him, you need to go to my birthday. You get how girls are, like, horrible. So he was like, okay, I'm going. So he took the train to my place. Okay, so we went to the train. He said, I'm 1 hour. And I was so drunk, like all my friends, and I thought he meant he was already at the train station. So I came to the train station and he wasn't there, of course. Okay, cool. So I just fell into the ground and I fucking I was like, no, he doesn't love me. I was 16 years old. How awkward. So, and all my friends were like, oh, Dutchie, are you sure? You maybe didn't look right. And of course, I didn't look. Like, he came in about 60 minutes instead of now. So I was like calling him, I hate you. You don't have to come anymore. And he was already like on his way. He was like, no, please, Dutchie, let me come. I told you I will be later. Most awkward thing what happened when I was drunk.
Kind of going on that same like question format. Kim wants to know what's your most embarrassing moment ever.
Yeah, I think that's similar to the last question. It was when I felt on the ground in the club.
True. Okay. So, what's your worst first date kind of thing? That theme.
What do you mean?
Like your first date, like.
Oh, date. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm listening. I know. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm laughing already. Okay. There was a period when I decided to Tinder everyone, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So there was a guy and like he looked average, not beautiful, but I was like, I need to
Average.
give it a try. You get it? Like, don't
Yeah.
judge by that, don't do it. So what I did, I met him in the city and it was dark and I didn't saw that he had one hand too. I saw it, right? So
Mhm.
I was like having a drink with him, and he was so quiet. And I talk a lot, so it's for me really awkward when someone is saying nothing back. Like,
Yeah.
and then I saw he had one hand. Yeah, I was like me, but I didn't mean it that way. But it was really awkward. So he was mad. Okay, so I was like, let's go back, like back to the train station because I wanted this to end, right? So we were walking, it's really true, to the train station, and then just out of the blue, he kissed me, but like it was
Oh.
like raping, I swear. It was like he just grabbed me, I swear, and he just kissed me. I was like, no, leave me alone. Like it was so awkward. And after it happened, I deleted Tinder and shit like that. I didn't want to do anything with that anymore.
Yeah. When did you first notice he was missing his hand?
But yeah,
Like, did you say anything? Like,
well, I looked at it and I was like, okay, okay. But it's not his fault, so I'm not judging someone because you have one hand. It's
no, yeah.
he's
It's just kind of like, where did your hand go?
no, that's not me. No, I'm really polite. And also, like, it doesn't matter for me. Like, if you're nice, you're nice. If one hand
Yeah.
or two, I don't care. So no.
Did you ever actually find out what happened to his hand?
No.
I'm just so curious.
Maybe it's like some brother from his ex who cut up his hand because he was raping her. I don't know.
My God. Okay. So Aaron wants to know if
Yeah.
Aaron wants to know, can I smash, please?
Of course. Always.
And Kaylee wants to know, why are you so cute?
Because I look like her.
Oh, got it. Okay. So Elle wants to know, what's something silly that you're afraid of?
Well, first of all, I think it's never silly to be afraid of. But I need to think about it. What's really silly? No, I cannot answer that. For me, it's not silly to be afraid of anything.
True. What's something that you're just afraid of in general then?
Okay, I'm afraid of love. I'm really afraid of that people forget me, but then people like continue life without me. I'm afraid of going to sound so weird. Don't laugh too hard. Is okay. What I wrote was like about a worm that crawls inside your skin, yeah, and then it just no, it's true. It's possible. I swear. It crawls inside of your skin, and then it's like growing and it's getting children, and like, and then you see like a bubble or thing in your feet or whatever, and then you see it moving. I swear, if that happens, I'm just done with life.
I'm laughing because Aaron in the chat said rape worms.
Yeah.
Tapeworm. Okay. Yeah, that's actually a good like fear. Like I'm afraid of like anything like insect, like you know what I mean? Like cockroaches, things like that. So I 100% get you. Um so kind of moving on to like your childcare. Like I know you babysit, okay?
Mhm.
So Elle wants to know, what is your life goal? Is it childcare?
No, of course not. No, no, no. What do you think about me? Joke.
I
It's just next to my study because it pays very well, and I love children. I love them. Really, not my end goal. No. Um, but does it mean my end goal in life or like something I want to achieve right now?
I think she just meant like career goal.
Oh, okay. In my dreams, I'm going to win the lottery, yeah, like $6 million, euros, sorry, dollars, okay, euros, and then I'm going to invest it in like a hotel or restaurant or both, yeah, and then it's going to make a lot of profit, like a lot of money, yeah, and then with that money, I'm going to more, and then in the end, I don't have anything anymore, but I get money every month, and I'm being rich. That's like my main goal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goal too.
For real. I want like in 10 years, I want to just sit, like in house, whatever, Australia, like chilling, doing nothing, like making money with doing nothing. That's like the ultimate goal, right? Yeah.
Like laying in the sun on the beach, like
Exactly. Yeah. And
I mean,
only worry about not burning that.
I think that's everyone's goal.
I don't know. I mean, some people are work addicts. I'm not.
Um, so who do you babysit for?
Children.
Well, like, are they like family friends or are they just like
No. I'm like a freelancer. I work. People can book me through an app. So like, yeah. It's like a babysit thing, healthcare. I don't know how
like
you
an
call it.
app kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a company in the Netherlands, but they only hire freelancers, and a small amount of money goes, and the rest goes to me. I don't see that amount of money.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. But so they book me through the app always, and yeah, that's it. So they're yeah, of course, and sometimes like the neighbor, their children or something. But in general,
So you're like very like ambitious and like you're like a hard worker is pretty much
yeah,
it. Um,
really hard worker. Honestly, I go to school and I work after like the last few months. I've been working for like 48 hours, 50 hours.
wow, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
I know.
Rob wants to know, what goals and dreams do you want to accomplish in the next 5 years?
That's a good question. Well, the main goal right now is working on myself, um, being less insecure. Hmm?
Mhm. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah, and also like I don't know, when I was younger, I wasn't afraid of a lot of things, but I noticed me getting older, I'm more afraid to do things. I don't know why. And that's what I need to work on, because I'm on my last year of college. I'm going to do it. Get it? Like,
Hmm.
do amazing things, but I need to be less insecure.
Yeah. So you're just like focusing on yourself and like bettering
Yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious, what are you studying in school?
Account management.
Ooh,
I'm
boss.
smarter than I look. Mm.
So you're like a boss lady, like killing it.
Not boss, but like an account manager. That's the way I want to be. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to make money.
Someone trying to make that cost me well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Unix wants to know what's your biggest personal achievement or something.
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. My biggest. Um, yeah, I know. Here it comes. You won't believe this, but Dutchie was super shy, like super shy. And I was also a little bit bullied when I was younger, but not really, but more like people ignored me, wasn't there. And that's why I'm still afraid of not being here. But anyway, so one day I was like 12 years old, yeah. I decided to talk, and now I can't stop talking. But yeah, I decided to talk, and I was like, I don't know, I just stepped up for myself. I was like, go away. And since that day, I wasn't bullied like never again. Like I was there. That's the best for me. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm. So what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in someone else's home? And that's coming from me.
Well, I'm a babysitter, so I've been to many homes. Well, I found condoms. I found handcuffs. Yeah, that's what I found. Yeah, like fluffy one. Super
Oh,
funny.
that's weird.
Yeah. I think that's it for now. I need to think about it.
Oh, wow. Handcuffs. Did you know these people either? Like, are they just like random people that hired you?
Well, that's hard to say because I have a lot of like customs who book me like every month. So I do know them, but they are like customs. Like it's unprofessional. So I will never say to them, haha. So no.
Hey, I found the handcuffs.
Haha, I found your handcuffs. No.
Ooh, kind of fully cut the window from my house. Okay, sorry. So kind of going on that, what turns you on, Dutchie?
Well, in what way, Jess?
I don't know, anyway.
Uh, uh, I don't know how to answer this.
You don't have to answer, I'm just
If you
kidding.
talk about a non-sexual way, sushi turns me on very much. You can wake me up for sushi. You can, if you want to marry me, buy me sushi. I don't want a ring. I want sushi. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all about it for a lot of the pre-asked questions. So Anna wants to know what's your favorite type of sushi?
Ooh, okay, I'm really into avocado today. So avocado sushi. Everything with avocado is fine.
I love avocado.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Ross sent this in like just like 10 minutes before. These are getting deep. Ra wants to know, what is love?
Okay. I don't know why he's asking that because I think love is different for everyone. I think there's no one thing called love. So I think love is what makes you happy, what makes you feel good.
Okay, so what do you think? Also, what do you think that what happens after we die? And that's also from Raw.
You go, Ra. Well, I don't believe in God, not at all. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I think we're just dust. That's it.
Wow.
Sorry, I think we're going to be eaten. That's true because the we have like things in our bodies that's eating us, and also the ground worms. Yeah, that's it. We're going to rot a lot. I don't believe in anything after death. Sorry.
Oh, this. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I have like pre
Good.
or so if I send this to Amber from the Snapchat group later, what's the one thing you want to say to her? And that's from Anna.
Oh my god. Amber. Well, I don't care. I don't have a grudge to her. Like, I don't even know her. I don't like her, but I don't like her on Discord. I don't know how she is in real life. I would say to her, be kind to people, because I think your behavior is a mirror to other people. So if you're nice to people, I do think you'll receive it. Maybe not that moment, maybe for someone else. But yeah, that's it.
Who is Anna? Or not Anna, what's her name? Amber.
She was from another. We both didn't like her. Let's stay it that way.
Oh, okay. So is there any more questions? Okay. Nessa wants to know, do you have any pets?
Yeah, I do. Okay, I have one cat. We have two cats, but the other one is for my boss. So I'm going to talk about my cat. I have a man, he's red. He's called Jan. Don't try to pronounce it, it's Dutch, Jan. We call him Jan Tiebe. He's really big and like with a small head. It's really funny. Like his body is like humongous and his head is like so small. So he looks like me, but I love him. Like he is the best thing in my life. Yeah. So I do have one cat. Yeah.
That's so cute. I love that. Ra wants to know why you're so bad at risk.
Okay, tell Ra I have a social friends and have work and things like that. So that's why.
What's your favorite English accent? And that's coming from Anna.
Oh my god. I'm into London guys. Like I don't know. Like if I hear a guy from England, from London talking, I'm like, marry me, like
Oh, so that's why you and Ra are so good.
That's so nasty. No, I don't know. Like I'm so into English guys. Like holy, yeah. When I think about it, like yeah. I think I will marry someone from London today. I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, well, Ra, she's indirecting you. Like
no.
All right. Deltas wants to know how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant? What?
That's a retarded question.
Well, I mean, he is.
Tell him to find another question.
How much do you like Ra? And that's from Nessa.
Please stop about Ra. We're just friends. That's it.
Ooh. Again, friend zoned. Like, Okay, Delta is back with another question. Is
Okay.
a hot dog a sandwich?
Sorry, what?
Deltas wants to know, is a hot dog a sandwich?
I really don't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Is a hot dog a sandwich? And that's from
Is a
Delta.
hot dog a sandwich? What? Okay, please. I don't. Those questions. Come on. Yeah. Can you just ask something normal, like an old question?
Let's see. Okay, there's so many at one time. Okay, Aaron wants to know what? If you had to choose between Raw and Raw, who would you choose?
I would choose urine.
Oh, me too. Definitely.
Yeah.
How much do you like your friend Raw from
Okay,
Nessa?
stop it, like for real.
All about Raw.
I like him as a friend and nothing more.
Okay, Delta actually asked the normal question now. Congrats.
God bless him.
If someone asked to be your apprentice and learn all that you know, what would you teach them?
Whoa. Again. This was like too hard. You get what I mean. So can you say it again?
Yeah. If someone was to be your apprentice and learn everything that you know, what would you teach them?
He's going to teach me, right? First, then.
No, you're gonna teach them.
Oh, me as a oh.
Yeah.
Well, I will teach them to not judge people. I mean, I know it's important, but I always try not to judge. I always try to, yeah.
Oh.
And I think it's really important. Like when I met people, they can be mean maybe, but you don't know them. So I always try to know someone. So not judging people is for me really important.
Yeah.
We all have a story, a backstory.
Yeah. Why do you think you like view it like that? Like,
Why I think like that? You mean or?
mm-hmm.
Okay. I see people around me judging other people. I see people around me bullying. I see people gossiping, and I don't know. The thing I always think about that person being judged or gossiped about, or like, how do you feel if someone was standing in a room, right? So why are you doing it to other?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I try to do that too. Like, it's like, how would you feel if this was you were in their
And
place?
don't get me wrong, this is Discord. Like I always trigger people. It's my life goal, you know that, right? But it's not my life. I will never hurt someone on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. So Jason wants to know me or Lewis.
Both not sorry.
And Anna wants to know, would you rather fight a 1-horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
What? I don't know. Oh my god, where can I search it up?
I don't think so. Like, it's just, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100? Like,
I don't know why. Just skip it, please.
okay. Rob wants to know if you could go back in time 10 years, what would you do differently?
I'm going to sound really boring again, but I don't think I'm going to change anything because you will make mistakes even if you want to perfect them. The only thing I will change is I would have been nicer to some people. Yeah, I would have been. Because I also been like a bitch to people. I'm going, but not really bullying, but like judging and ha ha ha.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people have been like that.
Because I know why. Because we've all been insecure and we have the negative attention to someone else and not to yourself. So that's why I think.
Yeah. So Delta wants to know, if you're a mad scientist, what scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics weren't an issue? Good.
About math?
wait, math? If you were a mad scientist, what scientific experiment would you run if money and ethics were not an issue?
This is too much for me. Like, I don't even know the first.
Just I thought you said like meth at the first time, so I was like, oh damn, Dutchie.
I still don't get it. Legit. I'm sorry.
Lewis wants to know, who is better, me or Jason?
I think Jess is the best. Yeah.
Yay. Let's see. More questions. Okay. What's the best inside joke you've been a part of? That's from Delta.
I don't know. I only make like sarcastic joke. Oh yeah, I know. Oh god. This is going to be on the yeah, that's the best joke ever.
Is there like any context that you can like share, or
What do you mean?
like the context of the joke, like how it came to be, kind of thing?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot. Oh my. Oh yeah, I know. I was, I think, a little bit drunk, and oh yeah, I know. Okay, listen. And then I started in the call talking about animals, and then I said to the girls, "Oh, I can make some animal sounds," and they were like, "Go, Dutchie!" I was like, "Grr, grr, grr," and then it just happened, and then I was like, "Grr, grr." I don't know. We just laughed about it so much, and now it's just a thing between me and those girls. This sounds weird. Like, if people listen to this, I think they might think I'm retarded, and I do get it.
Kind of going off that, Anna wants to know what animal noises you could make. I think I saw that.
Sorry, I want to keep that private.
Oh. Ronald, what's the main thing you'd like to contribute to the world before you die?
Oh,
Getting deep.
thank you, Ra. What I do, that's a small goal. I try to make someone happy. And someone changed my name. It's not fun back anymore. Yeah, what I try is to every day, and this sounds maybe boring or I don't know. So what I want to give to the world is like, what I try to do is I try to make someone laugh every day. That's a goal for me. So when I go out shopping, whatever, I always talk to people in the street, for example. I always say, "Hey, how are you doing?" Even know that, but you see people smiling, you see people feeling noticed. "Hey, I'm doing well. How are you doing?" So I think trying to make someone smile every day, that's something I want to give to other people. It's good. It's good for you. It's good for those people.
For a minute, I thought you said smell every day.
No, like smile. I'm sorry for my accent.
No, it's okay. Delta wants to know, what's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house?
Nothing. I'm really strict. Like, don't fuck with me. So if you come to my house, like, I don't think people even think they can do things in my house. Like I said, we're like Spanish, Italian. Like, if you see my dad, you're not going to do anything with me. So nothing, honestly, no.
Callum wants to know who your celeb crush is.
Trey songs, for real. Like,
Trey Songz.
yeah, I've been to his concerts when he was not that famous. I've been there from the start almost. Yeah, I don't know. I just like him, and I'm not into black people. But no, I don't know why. But I'm into him. He's the only black guy I'm into, like legit. But I'm really still in love.
Okay. Callum wants to know, would you suck a fart out of his ass for €5?
Oh, that's a disrespectful question. I'm not going to.
Yeah, Callum. Banned. Okay, I'm kidding. Delta wants to know what's the sexiest and least sexiest name you could think of.
Oh, okay. The least sexy is raw. Raw, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the most sexy, I think it's Dutchie. Yeah.
Of course. Wow, everyone's like getting into these questions. Nixter wants to know who is the sexiest male and sexiest female on the server. Obviously,
the sexiest female is Erin, for sure. Yeah. And the sexiest male is I don't know. Delta, of course.
Def not raw.
I have to say it because yeah. Hey,
Raw.
Delta or raw? I need to.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Is there any more questions? Aaron's question is there any more questions? Delta. Okay. Delta wants to know if animals could talk, which would be the rudest.
What do you mean?
I don't know. What do you think? Like,
Huh? He means, huh? I don't get it. I don't get
like
his.
if an animal could talk, which would be like the most rude, I guess. Like,
Oh, I need to go. I need to go. Like legit. They are home. Sorry. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so thanks Dutchie for being in the hot seat, and thank you for everyone listening. Next interview, I'm actually being interviewed, so stay tuned for more info. All right. Thanks. Bye.